Hi, this is Peter from SecureData. We manufacture military-grade encrypted storage devices for enterprise IT. Now, while our products will also work in the consumer marketplace, we've created a three-step modular process to address the urgent security needs of institutions today. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to create, deploy, and enforce a strong USB policy that will bring your organization into security compliance, giving you both remote management and audit capabilities. And brand new for this show, we're going to be announcing this next month in November of 2022. We have implemented single sign-on, or SSO, both Active Directory and Okta. This is fantastic because it accelerates deployment times, improves security, and makes regulatory compliance even easier. So step number one, let's lock down those USB ports. We have a modular piece that I mentioned before. It's a piece of software that'll run on your Mac or your PC, and it's called SecureGuard. It's going to lock down those USB ports and tie them to you, the administrator, so you can administrate them. Next, I'm going to show you how easy it is to create a USB policy. We're going to enable that only fully hardware encrypted USB storage devices be allowed. And I'll show you how to whitelist approved devices using unique attributes from the USB enumeration process. Sound complicated? It's really not. It's super easy. We're talking mouse clicks. Lastly, I'm going to show you our remote management suite, giving you full control and enabling you to see an audit log of all USB activity between your computers, people, and devices. By simply following these three steps, we will bring your organization into compliance with new regulations for data protection in one day. You will now have the ability to remotely manage drives, view audit logs, complete with who, when, of where from each data access, each attempted data access. Employees love our solution because there's no need to remember passwords anymore. All drives you've been granted access to unlock the same way, with your cell phone. I use my fingerprint, you can use facial ID, or you can just have the phone remember itself. We don't get in the way of productivity either. Our drives can be shared amongst individuals or even large groups without sharing passwords. We will have in our audit process every access by time, date, person, and location. So let's go take a look and show you how quick this can be. All right, well, step one, let's lock down those USB ports. For that, we're going to use the SecureGuard USB. And as you'll notice, MSRP on this is $18.95 per machine per year. Very affordable solution. And when you purchase this, you're going to get a little download and be able to, well, run it just like this. Here, I'm going to run SecureGuard right now on my PC. Here it is installing. And I'm just going to go ahead and accept the license agreement. And it's going to install it with the admin's name. Now, I'm going to use myself as an admin. All right, and now it's finished. Well, that's it. This computer is now protected and USB ports are blocked. I'm going to show you now how you can set up a policy where you can allow some things to be plugged in, specifically encrypted drives like the ones from us. So for that, I'm going to go to, let me just open this up real quick, run our remote management. Now, you can remotely manage these drives for $25 per drive per year. So it's almost free. Here, and I'm just going to go to the console. It's right here. Again, you can get it from any browser. And I'm just going to type in my name. And it's going to log me in. Now, of course, we use two-factor authentication across the board. All right, and now I can see the users, the drives, and the computers. And look, my computer has been added. So I can either have policy that's global, and look, allowed mass storage devices. This is global for all of them. They're all being allowed to use the secure drives from SecureData because these are fully encrypted. So it says you can use these drives. If I did want to allow something else, well, we can see how that's going to work. Here, I'm going to bring up this real quick. All right, well, now you can see my phone here on my screen. I'm going to go ahead and allow some of these devices. I could either unlock it by pushing the buttons on this, or I can simply plug it in and use my phone. So here, I'm going to go to Manage Devices. This is going to show all the drives that I have under management. But guess what? I unlock them all the same way. It's even telling me which one I've plugged in. I don't even have to know because it's going to go ahead and self-identify. I simply click on this lock and then click on the fingerprint button. and it unlocked that drive. And look, it's enumerated. The drive is right here. So there's all the documents I have on that drive. Now, if I were to plug in another USB device, of course, it's going to have a different VID and PID. Let's plug that in and see what happens. Ah, look at that. SecureGuard has white screened. I can't even use my mouse. It's waiting for me to unplug it. It stopped all operation. No data is going on the drive. In fact, it did not finish the enumeration. It did not give it the mass storage compliant driver. So I'm going to unplug it. And now I'm back. But what if I did want to allow this drive? Well, this is from a data. So here, I'm going to go to this computer, which is this computer right here. And I'm going to say, what was the report you just had? Ah, yes, someone plugged in an ADATA lightning adapter. This is the vendor ID. This is how easy it is to create an exception to this. So what we're going to do on this computer, we're going to allow another vendor ID. I'm going to paste this in, and I'm going to type in ADATA lightning. All right, spelling aside. I can make it read-only even if I wanted to. There we go. Now I should be able to plug this drive in this computer. This policy is being executed over the internet live. Look at that. It opened up. There's no problem. Now, what if I had this drive open still and I would change the policy in real time and I just delete this? Let's see, it should white screen. It should eventually say, wait a second, something's plugged in and it no longer, there it goes. No longer fits policy, so it's out of there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and unplug it. This drive is still connected. This is how easy it is to disconnect. I can plug in another drive. I have an SSD, a solid state disk. I'm going to plug that in. And you're going to see on my phone, another device pops up, sending a one-time encryption key so I can unlock it using the same password, my fingerprint. I don't have to keep track of which drive is which. I can unlock them all this way. And look, here's the different options. I could change the password. I can enable biometric. I can make it step-away auto lock. All these are great features. Anyway, guys, there you go. That's how easy it is to create a policy and administrate these drives, to check the audit log, all of that. Here's the full report of this computer. We have 4 different pages of plug and unplug events. Things that worked, things that didn't. Oh, I can even go an extra step in and say, let's see, I want to take a look at this particular user, and that's going to be me. And I can actually see all the different drives that are under management, access logs, and where I was when I was successful plugging this in. It'll bring you right down to a street view, and it's as accurate as a cell phone can be. So pretty cool stuff. I'm a big fan of this. Hey, if you have any questions or you want to see a live demo, let us know. We'll be happy to help you. Thanks so much.